Welcome to the Baker and Timo Show. My name is Timo, and this is episode 6 of the Seattle Kraken series. Welcome back to What's Kraken with Donald Kowski. Today we're talking about the trade that Seattle made with the deadline just under a month away. The young Kirby Dach is now a member of this Kraken squad. Seattle currently sits at 4th in the Pacific with a record of 26, 20, and 4. We're over the halfway point now, so let's head to the lines and see what the fans think. Hey Jay, are you there?
Kowski, thanks for having me back.
Thanks for calling, we're glad to have you back. Seattle recently shipped out Adam Fox, a 2nd and a 5th in the upcoming draft in order to acquire Kirby Dach. Dach's entry-level contract expires at the end of the season, so management has to deal with that in the offseason. What are your thoughts on the trade overall?
You know what? I like the trade. You're trading out a kid that's in the minors for a first-line winger that's going to help you score, improve the team chemistry. I think it's going to be a great trade for the playoff push.
Well, let's be real honest here. Do you see this team competing in the playoffs with this current roster?
I don't know if they're a cup favorite or not, but I think they can squeak into the playoffs for sure with this roster, especially if the boys gel after this trade. It's a big boost to the team. You're getting a lot of offense up front, so I think it's a great trade for the boys.
All right, thanks for calling, Jay. We hope to hear from you again soon. Now it's time to head back to the lines. If you want to get on the show, give us a call or tweet us at NHL What's Kraken. All right, so as you just heard in the radio segment there, this team is currently 26, 20, and 4. Not too bad. We just made a trade recently for Kirby Dach. Not a bad trade, I think, considering we only had to give up Fox, a 2nd, and a 5th. Now our lines are actually looking decent in terms of chemistry. I don't know if Dach is the long-term solution, and admittedly, I don't know if this lineup even can do well in the playoffs. Say we happen to make it. I mean, we're 4th currently in the Pacific, so it's definitely going to be a tough run for us, but I'm excited to see how it goes. So I think what we're going to do is sim ahead some games here. The trade deadline is a mere 12 games away, so I think what we're going to do is sim up to just before that and see where we're at. If we're doing well, great. If we're not, then in the next episode, I think we can address the trade deadline. So we're going to go ahead a solid, I believe that would be 11 or 12 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games ahead. Actually, I'm going to sim ahead just a day ahead of that, and we'll see how we do. St. Louis Blues are firing their coach. Interesting. And here come all the players that we signed for our minors when I realized, oh boy, we have no one in the minors. So signed a bunch of two-way players. We're going to get them in the mix and hopefully actually develop some of our prospects in the minors. So, and look at this. I'm not kidding. I signed a lot. All right. We get all those guys. We get another one here. We lose that game though. We win the next one, thankfully. It's an OT one. All right, so we drop another one. We really need to start winning some games. It's Guryanov's available. All right. Well, we should probably get him back in the mix, but man, we already dropped 2 out of those 3 games. So where is he going to fit in? Probably right here, I would assume. We'll see how he does. I think he's a right wing. There he is. 82 overall. Let's get him back in the mix. Alright, so that doesn't do a whole lot there. That doesn't work either, so he might actually just stay unless he does well where Nichushkin is, which he does. Alright. I think that's probably a good choice. Only 11 points for him. Guryanov, way more. Okay, much better. Alright, we should probably take a quick look at our special teams and make sure that didn't mess anything up either. We could probably get Mr. Guryanov in right here. See how that goes. It does work. We're good. We're good. All right. Hopefully his presence helps. We lose that game. So we've already lost 3, and that's a win, thankfully, but it takes a shootout. Rodriguez, a 4th and a 6th for a 3rd and a 4th. And that 3rd is not even next year, so I think we're going to decline that one. We do get a big win, 6-3 against Vegas. Thankfully, we needed that. Another win, 2 back-to-back wins. All right. He's happy. We made a trade and it actually worked. I wasn't sure it was going to work. He said he wanted us to make a trade, and I didn't think Dach was what we I wasn't sure if Dodge was gonna like fit the bill for him, but it did. It did. Coach is happy. Thanks, Sean, for letting us know. All right, big game against Philly, and we win. 5-game winning streak. Not too bad. I lost there, but at least we get a point and another win in a shootout. This team loves shootouts, apparently. So, now let's take a look and see where we are in the standings after. What are we at now? We're gonna have to total our games here. Let's see who's leading this team. It's Brock Nelson in points with 41. We've got Nyquist with 41. We've got Burns with 41. A lot of people who've got 40 points. Strome's in the mix. Well, let's see how Dodge is doing since getting in the crew. It looks like he's maybe not doing so hot in terms of plus minus, that's for sure. But I think he had some of that going on before he even got to our team. So, all right. Team could definitely be doing better in point production. We don't have anyone who's a true standout right now, which is unfortunate. You know, you need that true standout player. Still 4th in the Pacific, but that does have us in a wild card spot with 20 games left to play in the season. We're through 62 games. We have 33 wins. Our power play, our point percentage isn't bad. Where's our power play at? I'd love to see where our power play. 8.6%. Oh my God, that's got to be the worst power play in the league. We got to do something. That is not good. That is absolutely horrid. Jeez. Okay. Man, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think this team really has what it takes to compete within the playoffs. If I'm being completely honest, at 33, 24, and 5, we are in a wild card spot, but I feel like it's going to be a first round exit if that does happen. In terms of assets, I think we're actually doing pretty well. We still have a first for next season. We have a second, we have a third, and then we've got some extra picks in the later rounds. So, you know, nothing, we're not really missing out on anything. We have Montreal's second and Washington's third. They're not our own picks, but that first overall is still our own. I mean, we could consider, even if we are going to make the playoffs, trying to swap our pick for someone else's pick. I think it's something that we'll have to consider. But ultimately, here we are, you know, almost on the eve of the trade deadline, and I think if we actually want to compete in the playoffs, I think we're definitely going to have to make some moves. We don't have anyone who's that true goal scorer for us. I believe Nelson's 41 points and 20 goals leads the team. Like, I think 20 goals is the most anyone has. It looks like it anyways. Yep. So Nyquist is right behind him. I mean, we need more scoring power. We really do. So I don't know. I think this year, I'm not even sure if we'll make a strong push for the playoffs, but I think we will consider trading our pick for someone else's, because I think that could be a good move. So thank you so much for tuning into the Baker and Tamil Show, and we'll see you next time.